In this build, I'm creating a JRPG battle simulator inspired by the early Final Fantasy games. For those who don't know, it's a turn-based system where each character takes an action in order until one side is dead. When building this, the first thing I did was break down the phases of each action. First, in the case of the playing character, an action needs to be chosen. For example, let's consider a basic attack on the enemy. Next, a target for that attack needs to be assigned. Third, damage for the action needs to be calculated based on player and enemy stats. Next, the animation and particles for the action need to be shown on screen, as well as creating a visualization of the damage done in the form of a floating number above the character's avatar. The damage is then applied to the target character's health. And lastly, a check is done to see if the target's health has reached zero. It was challenging to get the timing of all these actions to feel natural, so as not to overload the player with too much information at once. I had to tweak it a number of times until I was happy with it. I then put the characters into a queue which they would re-enter after they took their turn, checking at each turn to see which characters were still alive. And lastly, I assigned each character a list of actions they could take, and for the player, with different types of actions, attack, different types of magic and items, and defense, I created a UI to display the character's stats and actions.